Ohio seems to think that I'm not who I am. I don't exist.
And that's because of tax season right now. And this year, millions of Ohioans will receive identity verification quizzes in the mail. Now, in fact, several people have contacted First News asking about them. 27 First News reporter Amanda Smith talked to one family which has more questions than answers about the process.
John and Deborah Bisker of Niles have filed their taxes online for several years. But this year, they found themselves having to prove they were the real Bisker family.
We had to take the quiz for identity fraud, and we need to prove who we were. And I did answer all the questions, correctly, and I passed through just fine.
The questions ask about childhood addresses, old car registrations, and old home addresses. When it came time for John to take his quiz, something went wrong. Only one of the 4 questions had anything to do with him. They were about relatives with similar names. He couldn't pass.
Same questions, just different orders. But the same answers, it didn't matter. Well, I don't care how they took them out of sequence from one another. They were still all the same answers.
Filing taxes online is faster and cheaper for the state, but it also makes it easier for thieves to try to steal identities and make off with someone else's tax return. Normally, the state catches $8 or $10 million in fake returns. But last year, that number jumped as crooks tried to steal $267 million.
Given that, preparing for tax season this year, we're looking for additional ways that we can add more and more safeguards to the system.
Many of the people getting the requests and contacting First News filed online without using a paid preparer. Many taxpayers have wondered if Ohio's letters and quiz are real or if they're an attempt at identity theft.
It isn't a scam. It really is, Department of Taxation saying, we need some further information or you need to take a quiz.
The state is paying $3.5 million to LexisNexis, a company that tracks you on and offline to put the quizzes together.
If you are who you say you are, for the most part, you should be able to answer them. And 97% of the people who are going to the quiz are passing them.
If you don't pass, the state requires 15 pages of documentation to prove that you are who you say you are. In Niles, I'm Amanda Smith, WKBN 27 First News.